my channel, Baking and Buttercream. In honor of the live-action Lion King coming out, I'm making a Lion King silhouette cake. So, let's take a break and bake. For decoration you need white buttercream frosting, red buttercream frosting, orange buttercream frosting, and yellow buttercream frosting, black fondant or dark gray fondant, and black food paint. So I already made the cakes that we're going to be using in this video, but I did make these cakes in a special way. I made them so they'll have a zebra print whenever we cut them. This is a super simple design that you can do. So what I did is I took some vanilla cake batter and I dyed about 1/4 of it black in a separate bowl, and then I left the rest of it white. After that, I took a cookie scoop and I took 3 scoops of the white vanilla cake batter and I put it into my pan, and then I took 1 scoop of the black vanilla cake batter and then I put that right on top. And I just kept on doing this over and over again until the whole pan was about halfway full. And then after that, I put them in the oven. But so by doing this, you're gonna make them have the zebra print design, and it's just gonna look so cool in the end. All right, so after the cakes are all made, I let those cool on a cooling rack, and then I cut them with a cake leveler to make sure they're all the exact same height. Then after they're all cooled and I cut them, they're all leveled, I went ahead and started stacking them so we could go ahead and start making the decorations for this cake. So just using my white frosting, I went ahead and started stacking these cakes, filling the in between the cake layers, and then I gave it a crumb coat with the rest of my white frosting. And I had to use a little bit of the red and the other colors because I ran out of white, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. You still will have enough frosting in the end. And then I went ahead after that crumb coat and I piped out some lines onto the cake. So about for each tier, I piped a different color of the frosting. For the bottom tier, I piped yellow all along the bottom. And then on the middle tier, I piped orange all along that. And then on the top tier and on top of the cake, I piped red. This is to represent the sunset, the famous sunset of Lion King. It's supposed to look like that scene at the beginning of Lion King, one of the most memorable moments of all cartoon movies. And everyone, it's just such a popular scene to this movie. And so yeah, that's why I'm making the cake look like that. And then after that, I took some of the leftover red, orange, and yellow frosting and put them into a piping bag. And so what happens is whenever I was scraping the cake, trying to get it as even as possible, there was some leftover frosting, because, you know, that happens. So I just put that in the piping bag, and I made some dollops on top of the cake for more decoration to make it look even better. After that, I went ahead and put some fondant silhouettes of the Lion King characters onto the cakes. There's a template down below that I used to make these characters. So on the template, you have grown-up Simba, you have Nala, you have Timon, and you have Pumbaa. Those are the ones I used on my cake. But I gave you 2 bonus characters. I also left you Rafiki and Zazu if you want to add those onto your cake as well. So just make sure to go check out the template down below. There's a link. Click on it if you want to make this cake as well. So all I did is I took my dark gray fondant. I used that template to cut the shape that I needed for these characters. And then after that, because my fondant is not black, I had to use the black food paint to paint it black because I want this to be as black as possible. So if you have black fondant, that's perfect. You don't really have to paint it. After I cut them out and painted them, I let that sit overnight before I put it onto the cake. But once I put them onto this cake, it just made the cake look so much better, and it just looks so good. And that's it, guys. You can make this cake just as I did, and it's so simple, and it just looks so good. You can have this in celebration of the Lion King movie, or if you're having an animal theme party. This is actually like an ombre cake like I made in one of my first videos. I made a beach themed ombre cake. There's a card up above, so you can go check that out. But guys, this cake doesn't just look good, it tastes good as well. But that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is for you guys to subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload, and comment down below on another treat you want me to make. So, click one of these 2 videos right here. This top one YouTube recommends, I recommend this bottom one, and click the Baking and Buttercream icon down here to subscribe to my channel. Alright guys, see you later.